Okay, this is my video evaluation of Joseph, or our performance of Joseph, rather, in college, which we did in Caversham, the church around there. The play was originally written in 1970 by Andrew Lloyd Webber, and the lyrics were by Tim Rice. In the band, I was playing rhythm electric guitar, that is. There was another lead guitarist who was a lot better than me, frankly. Although I did play one solo when he wasn't in. In total, there was 2 electric guitarists, myself included. There was the lead guitarist who I mentioned earlier. There was 1 acoustic guitarist, 1 bass guitarist, it was quite fun. The pianist, there was an accordionist or a violinist. He was the same guy, but I mean he played the 2 different instruments on various different songs. So like he played the accordion for, I think it was those Canaan Days. That was very good. But in most of the other songs he played his violin, and is a very good friend of mine. That was very good fun. There was the flautist, again, very good. The trumpet player, who was probably one of the best trumpet players I've ever met. The trombonist, another very good friend of mine, who's also incredibly talented. The alto sax player and the soprano sax player I didn't really know all that well, unfortunately, but they were incredibly good themselves as players. And then there was the keyboardist or conductor, who was also organising the entire event, or all the different performances throughout 5 days, whilst playing keyboard, like things like the organs, some of the lower strings maybe. But it was also conducting the rest of us at the same time, which I thought was very, I don't know what the word is, but very skillful to be able to do. All in all, the whole thing went ahead with no real mishaps, I don't think. Apart from one incident where I did accidentally switch on some very, very high gain distortion, and I don't know why I had the distortion ready there on my multi-effects pedal, but that for whatever reason there was some very heavy distortion right there and ready to go on my pedal. So I just accidentally kicked that in. I have no idea why, but it just accidentally kicked that in because my foot slipped or something, and the whole was just filled with feedback because I'd not covered up my strings or muted my guitar or anything. So the guitar was just feeding back like crazy for about a second or 2. But luckily no one turned around, so I think either everyone thought it was a sound engineer's mistake, or might have been put down to some sort of audio glitch, but they managed to, I managed to cover it up fairly well. I don't think anyone actually realised it was me in the end, except maybe people I was sitting next to. Anyway, on the whole, I think the performance was very successful. Put on a good show for everyone in Caversham. Everyone we saw afterwards gave us very good feedback. I think if I was to do it again, I would try and practice more. Obviously, that's always a good thing to try and practice. I would try to push for a more significant role, I think, maybe try and push for some lead guitar parts, a few more lead guitar parts, because I think that would be good for me to build up my confidence and to be able to say I've performed lead guitar for Joseph the musical. But either way, I'm very happy with the outcome, and I would love to do it again this year. Or next year, even. Next year. I would love to do it again next year. Yeah. Other than that, I think that's it. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching.